We know no matter what happens in the world, we are talking about a recession that's on the way. We look at inflation is on a rise. We can't find anything in the grocery stores, right? We talking about interest rates, stock market, so many things is going on. We got a war is coming, it's coming our way. So we need to be prepared. We need to be financially secure. And the way we become financially secure is by putting our money to work for us. We cannot hold our money in the bank accounts no more. We can't hold our monies in the shoebox no more. We can't do that. We got to put our money to work. So I want to break down the game on how you can put your money to work, specifically with apartment buildings.
Mogul life, mogul life, yeah, mogul life. Had to come out of the struggle. Now I be dodging the trouble. I don't be making it rain, though I came up from the puddle. I be investing in things, making my little money double.
This one strategy right here is called seller financing. Seller financing. So for most of you, or those of you who do not know what seller financing is, that is when you have an agreement with the actual seller who's selling you that building, and now they become the bank. So let me break it down further for you, right? Let's say you go out there, you have your virtual assistants or your cold calling, you end up speaking to a distressed apartment building owner. They got an 8-unit building. They live out of state. And they live in Florida, the property's in Cleveland, and they just done, they're tired, right? However, they don't want to sell you that building, right? Outright cash, because now they got to pay capital gains tax on it. So you now got to position that. You got to say, listen, Mr. Seller, if I paid $200,000, $300,000 cash for this property, you know you're going to have to pay capital gains tax, right? So how about I make you an offer that solves that problem? How about I make you 3 offers? This is what I do. I make 3 offers every time. I put it on the table, and then I let the seller make the decision. I'm going to give you 3 offers. You pick which one is best. If you want $300,000 cash, right, it's going to take us 30 days to close. However, I can't give you that because it's cash. I'm probably going to give you $250, $240. But I could close in 30 days. It's cash. But then you're going to have to pay for capital gains tax. So you got to let him or her know what the pros and the cons are going to be. So now, when you let him know the pros and cons, you're going to say, okay, instead of me giving you that $240,000 cash, I'm going to give you $300,000. I'm going to give you your full asking price. I'm going to give you every penny of what you're asking for, but I need you to be the bank. I need you to hold the note. So now, when the seller holds the note, he don't have to pay capital gains tax right away because now you're going to pay him monthly. Capital gains tax is usually 30 to 35%, sometimes 40%, depending on where you at. But I want y'all to follow me. You're going to tell Mr. Seller, I want you to be the bank. I want you to hold the note, and I'm going to pay you monthly with interest. And the benefit to that is I'm going to give you every penny of what you're asking for. So now you go out there, you get an attorney involved, and they draft up the mortgage, right? The promissory note, transfer the deed over to you. Now you own the property, but instead of you having a mortgage with another bank, you have a mortgage with the seller, and you put no money out of your pocket. No money. Now this is how you want to pay the seller back, right? You're going to say, Mr. Seller, give me like 24, 36 months to pay you back in full. So the seller is giving you the money. In this case, the seller is giving you the money. The seller is holding the mortgage for you because you're agreeing to give them full price. Or sometimes you can even give them a little more to give them that incentive so that you could buy the property with no money out of your pocket. Because most of the sellers, it's not even about money. They don't even want the headache no more. They probably don't want to collect rents. They got problems on the property. The pipes is bursting. Right? They got clogged toilets. The electrical is going bad. They just got a bunch of headaches. They just want to give you the property and be able to get their money. So they're okay with waiting 12, 24, 36 months. Y'all following me? Y'all following me, right? So now I'm going to take that property over and I'm going to go in there and I'm going to go use my business credit cards to now fix the property up. So now I'm going to go to Home Depot and I can get a commercial account at Home Depot. At Home Depot, I got a $24,000 credit line at Home Depot, and I got a 60-day net, 60 days to pay it back. So let's say you go out there and you go to Home Depot and you get a $20,000 credit line with Home Depot. So now you got $20,000 to start making renovations to the property. Then you could go to Lowe's and do the same thing at Lowe's. Go get another $20,000. So now you got $40,000 between Home Depot and Lowe's to go buy all the materials. So now you got $40,000 in credit to go get the materials to go fix up the property. And then what you're going to do is tell your contractors, listen, what you're going to do is tell your contractors, I'm going to give you a percentage of the rents because the property is cash flowing. You just making upgrades to it to increase the value and increase the rent. So to be able to get your contractors some money to flow, you're going to say, I'm going to pay you weekly or I'll pay you monthly, but I'll pay you out of the rent. So now the rent that's coming in is going to your contractor, right? And then the other portion of that rent is going to pay off those little credit card payments monthly. But now you're fixing up the property. And then you increase the rent on all the tenants. Now you increase the rent on all the tenants. And then we're going to take it even further, right? You could go Navy Federal Credit Union. So if those of you who do not have a bank account with Navy Federal Credit Union, you need to do that ASAP. That's a walk-in $25,000 business credit card. Walk-in. I'm giving y'all I just gave y'all 3 banks that y'all could go to, and now you got $75,000. So I said Home Depot, Lowe's, and Navy Federal. Between those 3, that's your money to add value to the property. Now you're going to add value. So that same property that you purchased for $300,000, right? What you're going to do is what I told you earlier. You're now going to get your tenants and add them onto your electric companies, your gas company, your water company, and your internet company. Now you're getting more revenue out of the building. So now that building that you purchased for $300,000, the income on that building then went up another like $15,000, $20,000. So that $15,000, $20,000, you just created another $200,000 in equity in your building. So that $300,000 building is now worth $500,000. So you took that building from $300,000 to $500,000. Now what you do is go to the bank and ask for a refinance. So you now go to a bank because you own the property already. All you need to do is refinance so you can take that capital and go pay off the seller. And now the seller walks away happy. He got his full money. You got the property, no money out of your pocket. You did a seller financing deal. You leveraged credit cards and lines of credit to go do the renovations. You paid your contractors out of the rents. You went to the bank, you refinanced, and now you got your first apartment building cash flowing that you own outright with no money out of your pocket.